Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how to modify your map light assembly so that they turn on with your dome light when you open your door. Right here, I have a 2012 Honda Fit Sport. These map light only turn on when you press the button right here. They do not turn on when you open the door. This procedure will be pretty much the same for Civics, Accords, Odyssey RV, and so forth. So first thing you want to do is you want to remove this whole map light assembly from the roof. So go ahead and pry out your lens. Okay, once the lens are removed, I already took out the bulbs, but there are screws on each side, one here and one there. Go ahead and remove that. Once those two screws are removed, you should be able to wiggle this whole assembly out, like so. Turn it around. Go ahead and unplug this plug right here. You will see a white tab on one side. Press it, and then you can remove this plug. Okay, now we have the dome light right here. We want to make sure this power is off. And then go ahead and pry out the lens. Now there's two screws again that you have to remove, so remove those screws. Okay, and this light assembly will now flip it and you'll see this plug. Go ahead and undo this plug. You just push this side right here and then it will lift this side and then you can pull it out. Okay, now the dome light is out. The next step is to take your wire that I'm going to use to feed it through the roof liner all the way to the front. So I have this right here, so measure it however much you need. Go ahead and cut it. Take your coat hanger and wrap the tip with the wire that you're going to feed. So you can either feed it from the dome light to the front or from the front map light to the dome light, whichever is easier for you. Go ahead and do that. There you go. I put the coat hanger through here and routed it all the way to the front. So that's right there, that's hanging out right there. Okay, the wire to tap right here would be the blue wire. So you can go ahead and strip this back and solder this wire in here. Or if you want, you can use a quick connect. I'm going to use one of these quick connects. This is probably, I think, a 16 or 18 gauge one, and this is it. What this does is it goes against the wire, the blue wire. You'll just clamp it in between this thing and then clamp it all the way down. And this one, I'm going to connect the black wire that I just added, and then it'll go into like this. It'll clap in and hold it in place. Okay, now we're up here in the map light assembly. We're gonna have to shove the wire into the very first slot that's right here. I had a terminal that is the exact same size for this slot, and so that's what I used. I went ahead and crimped it, and this is what I'm going to be using. But if you did not have this connector and you just had the bare wire, what you would do is you would just strip it back and you would just shove the wire all the way in here. If you did not have a connector and you're using just a regular wire, go ahead and strip the end, and what you do is you just stick it all the way in here into the slot, and you see this opening. Just keep on pushing until you see how it's coming out at the end. So you don't want to come out too much, but something like that. And then afterwards you're gonna plug this in. But since I want a better connection, I'm gonna use one of the plugs. In order to insert this into the slot, you have to remove the cap. And all it is this cap right here. You just have to remove the two ends, spread that out, and then this cap will come off. And you take this one and you would insert it into the slot like this. And then you hear the first click, but you keep pushing until you hear the second click. And then go ahead and put this back on. And then go ahead and click it to your map light assembly. Oops. And then go ahead and reinstall this. The light is not going to work until you have the 2 screws reinstalled back into the slot. This is what grounds the light. So without this on here all the way, no matter how many times you push it, it's not going to work. So just be mindful of that. So go ahead and reinstall the screws. Okay, now we're moving to the dome light. Get the wire harness, connect it back into the light assembly. Okay, so we have the dome light assembly put back together, and we also have the map light assembly put together. Now before we put the lens back on, let's go and check to make sure that the lights do work. So go ahead and switch this to the on position, so the light does turn on. And for the front, push this little white tab right here. That one's still on, and this one still works. Right. And here's the test. Now let's go ahead and open the door, and there you go. I open the door, all the lights do come on. And the lights, okay, there you have it. I put the lens back on. If I turn this on, this one comes on. If I press this button, these come on. Now when I open the door, making sure this is set to the door position, both the dome and the map light, they come on, and they will fade out with the dome light. See? It's out. And now you can also turn this on, still independently from the dome, and turn them off. Okay, there you go. That completes the mod. Thanks for watching. As always, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.